when Jessica Caban quietly stepped into the same high-energy celebration as Bruno Mars. No one expected the internet to explode, but within minutes, reunion rumors were everywhere. Fans are asking one burning question. Is this just a coincidence? Or is something much bigger happening behind the scenes? Before we go deeper, make sure you hit like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned until the end, because what we're about to reveal might completely change how you see their relationship in 2026. It all started at what insiders describe as an exclusive celebration tied to Bruno Mars' latest music milestone. The room was filled with industry elites, flashing cameras, and a carefully curated guest list. But then, suddenly, Jessica Caban appeared, and just like that, the energy shifted. Eyewitnesses say the atmosphere became electric, almost as if everyone knew they were witnessing something important unfold in real time. For years, Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban have been known for keeping their relationship intensely private. Unlike many celebrity couples who thrive on public attention, they built a reputation on silence, mystery, and subtle appearances. That's exactly why this moment feels different. Because when two people who avoid the spotlight suddenly show up in the same place at the same time, it raises questions, and a lot of them. Social media didn't take long to react. Within minutes, fan accounts began posting clips, blurry photos, and speculative captions. Keywords like Bruno Mars-Jessica Caban reunion, Bruno Mars relationship status, and Jessica Caban 2026 update started trending rapidly. The internet wasn't just watching, it was dissecting every detail. From body language to timing, nothing went unnoticed. And here's where things get even more interesting. Multiple sources claim that Jessica wasn't just another guest. According to whispers from inside the event, she arrived at a very specific moment, right when Bruno Mars was being celebrated. Coincidence? Maybe. But some fans believe it was carefully timed, almost symbolic. A silent statement without words. Then came the moment that really fueled the rumors. At one point during the night, Bruno Mars reportedly acknowledged someone across the room. The cameras didn't fully catch it, but those who were there insist that his focus shifted briefly, but noticeably toward Jessica Caban. No dramatic gestures, no public display, just a subtle glance. But sometimes, in stories like this, the smallest moments carry the biggest meaning. Now pause for a second, because this is where the story takes a turn most people didn't expect. What if this isn't a reunion at all? What if they were never truly apart? That question is now dominating online discussions. Some fans argue that Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban never officially confirmed a breakup, meaning everything happening now could simply be a continuation of a relationship that has always existed, just hidden from public view. Others believe this event marks a new chapter, a quiet rekindling that's only just beginning to surface. And here's the twist that's keeping everyone hooked. Neither Bruno Mars nor Jessica Caban has made any public statement. No confirmation, no denial, just silence. In the world of celebrity news, silence can be louder than any headline. It creates space for speculation, fuels curiosity, and keeps audiences coming back for more. And right now, that silence is doing exactly that. But let's look at the bigger picture. Bruno Mars is at a pivotal moment in his career. With new music, major appearances, and a global fan base watching his every move, every decision matters. And Jessica Caban, known for her grounded presence and low-profile lifestyle, has always been seen as someone who brings balance to that world. If they are reconnecting, or if they never drifted apart, it could signal stability during a time of massive professional momentum. Still, not everyone is convinced. Skeptics argue that this could all be blown out of proportion. After all, celebrities attend the same events all the time. Just because two people are in the same room doesn't automatically mean there's a romantic storyline unfolding. But even those voices admit one thing: the timing is hard to ignore. And just when it seemed like the buzz might slow down, a new wave of speculation hit. Fans began analyzing past appearances, connecting dots, and revisiting old interviews. Suddenly, moments that once seemed ordinary are being reinterpreted as clues. A subtle mention here, a shared timeline there. It's like a puzzle that's only now starting to make sense. Or at least that's what people want to believe. This is where the story reaches its peak. Because whether this is a reunion, a continuation, or simply a coincidence, one thing is undeniable. People are invested. The mystery, the silence, the rare public overlap. It all combines into a narrative that feels bigger than a single event. Feels like a story that's still being written, one moment at a time. And maybe that's the real reason this has captured so much attention. Not because of what we know, but because of what we don't. As the night ended and the guests slowly left, there were no dramatic exits, no viral couple photos, no official confirmations. Just the lingering question that continues to echo across social media. What really happened between Jessica Caban and Bruno Mars at that celebration? Was it a quiet reunion? A strategic appearance? Or just two lives briefly crossing paths again? The answer, at least for now, remains just out of reach. If you've made it this far, drop your opinion below. Do you think this was a real reunion? Or is the internet reading too much into it? And don't forget to like, share, and follow for more breaking celebrity stories. Because this is one story that's far from over. And just when fans thought the story had reached its peak, a new layer of intrigue began to unfold. One that pushed the narrative even deeper into mystery. Hours after the event ended, new clips started circulating online. Not the usual polished footage, but shaky, zoomed-in moments captured from across the room. In one of those clips, a figure believed to be Jessica Caban is seen standing near a private section, close but not too close to where Bruno Mars had been moments earlier. The distance between them, just enough to raise eyebrows, but not enough to confirm anything. This is where the internet did what it does best, slow everything down. Frame by frame, fans began analyzing posture, movement, even the direction of their gaze. Did Bruno Mars subtly turn toward Jessica Caban? Did she linger longer than expected in that area? Was there an unspoken interaction that cameras failed to fully capture? The speculation didn't just grow, it evolved. Because now, it wasn't just about whether they were together. It became about understanding how they communicate without being seen. A relationship defined not by public displays, but by controlled visibility. And that's what makes this story so compelling. It doesn't give you answers easily. Then came another unexpected development. A well-known insider account posted a cryptic message shortly after the event, hinting that some connections never really fade. No names, no direct references, but the timing, impossible to ignore. Within minutes, fans linked the message back to Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban, fueling an entirely new wave of discussion. But here's where things take a sharper turn. Not everyone at the event saw what the internet thinks it saw. A few attendees later shared that while both were present, there was no obvious interaction between them. No conversation, no visible acknowledgement, at least not in the traditional sense. And that contradiction only made things more complicated. Because now, the narrative splits into two possibilities. Either something subtle happened that only a few noticed, or nothing happened at all, and the entire story is being built on perception. Now stop and think about that for a moment. Because in today's digital world, perception often becomes reality. And when it comes to high-profile figures like Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban, even the smallest moment can be amplified into a global headline. That's exactly what's happening here. A glance becomes a signal. Proximity becomes a clue. Silence becomes a statement. But just when it seemed like the speculation couldn't go any further, another detail surfaced. Sources close to the situation hinted that Jessica Caban's appearance may not have been random at all. According to these whispers, her invitation to the event was intentional, carefully considered, and possibly connected to a deeper, more personal layer of Bruno Mars' life that rarely becomes public. If that's true, it changes everything, because it suggests that this wasn't just a shared space, it was a shared moment with meaning. And yet, despite all the noise, all the theories, all the viral posts, both Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban remain completely silent. No posts, no comments, no clarifications, just a digital void where answers should be. And strangely, that silence is keeping the story alive more than any confirmation ever could. Meanwhile, fans continue to dig deeper. Old interviews are resurfacing. Past timelines are being re-examined. Some are even pointing out that this isn't the first time the two have appeared in the same orbit without directly acknowledging each other. Pattern, perhaps? Or just coincidence repeating itself? The debate is intensifying. On one side, you have those who believe this is a quiet reunion, something real but intentionally kept away from the spotlight. On the other, skeptics argue that this is a classic case of overinterpretation, where fans are connecting dots that were never meant to be connected. But here's the part no one can ignore. If it truly meant nothing, why does it feel like something? That question is what keeps this story moving. It's what keeps people watching, commenting, sharing. Because deep down, everyone senses that there's more beneath the surface. Something just out of reach, waiting to be revealed. And then, just as the buzz began to stabilize, a final twist emerged. A second clip, clearer than the rest, showed Bruno Mars leaving the event area, pausing briefly before stepping into a restricted section. Moments later, Jessica Caban was seen heading in the same direction. Not together, not side by side, but close enough in timing to spark a whole new wave of speculation. Was it coincidence or coordination? That single moment has now become the centerpiece of the entire discussion. Because if their paths crossed in private, away from cameras, it would explain everything and confirm nothing at the same time. And that's exactly why this story refuses to fade. It lives in the space between what's seen and what's hidden. As more time passes, the chances of a direct answer seem to grow smaller. Bruno Mars has always been fiercely protective of his personal life. Jessica Caban, equally private, rarely addresses rumors or speculation. Together, they've built a dynamic that thrives on mystery. So maybe the real truth isn't meant to be obvious. Maybe it's meant to be felt. A connection that doesn't need headlines to exist. A story that doesn't need confirmation to matter. Or maybe